Alright, welcome to the Grand Old Team and quick fan reaction from the United game today. Everton 1, Man United 1 at Old Trafford. Early-ish. Own goal from Lindelof and equaliser in the second half from Mason Greenwood. All in all, really good game. That first half, Everton should be really happy with the performance, especially with the side that we had out. We set up with a 5-1-5 almost. It was a bit of an odd one for Duncan, but he's left it to Sky Sports to try and figure that one out, and for everyone else to try and break it down for him. Loads of changes, 4 changes because due to injury. We literally got an absolutely decimated midfield, which doesn't help anyone at all. Obviously Gomez and Gabam are the long term injuries, but to lose Schneiderlin, Sigurdsson, and Walcott as well in the space of like 3 or 4 days is a massive blow, and it basically it's made Tom Davis have to step up and run that midfield, and I thought he did really well. I think the booking after 5 minutes was really daft. I didn't think it was a yellow card offence. You've got the ball, yeah, he's followed through, but it's a good tackle. Normally that gets given, and it's like a yellow card isn't even looked at, but it's the way it goes. Michael Oliver was dying to fucking give it, to be honest with you, even after 5 minutes. I think he was dying to even that game up quite well, quite a fair bit. But that first half was really good. Full credit to Dominic Calvert-Lewin for constantly knocking at the door, and Everton as well. The number of corners that we had there in that first half, and to finally get one off a set piece was excellent. There was a little snippet on Sky Sports to come up and said, United have conceded the most goals from set pieces, from corners. So it was like, well, it's only a matter of time before Everton get one. With the number of corners that we had in that first half, and we went into the first half 1-0 up, and it was great. We constantly looked like we could have got another goal. I think that extra pass, that little killer touch, probably let us down a little bit in the second half, and the fact that United were constantly pushing as well. It was a different United side that come out in that second half, but overall, I'm pleased with that result. And I think Evertonians should be. I think Duncan said it's like the first time we've drawn at United. Fucking hell, in God knows how many games. He was on the verge of being only the third manager to win at Old Trafford in the Premier League, behind Martinez and Howard Kendall. Which so you can look at this game and go, okay, it's 2 points dropped because we were capable of winning that game. But you've also got to look at it now and say, well, actually, we've held our own against United. We've just shown Chelsea how we can play. This is a different Everton side now, and they're playing for the manager, and you can see it. They're all in it. They're all in for Duncan here, and it's brilliant. And I'm not saying I want Duncan Ferguson as manager, but I think as interim for what he's doing, you know, let's keep until something concrete comes in. Let's keep rolling with Duncan, because I see no problem with it. And I'm sure the players are reacting to how Duncan wants them to play. I think if we're lucky and we can get like Schneiderlin back, Sigurdsson back, Walcott back in this week, then that just brings that midfield back into play and gives us a little bit more breathing room and a little bit more choice. You looked at the bench and he had four attackers. He had one midfielder and one defender. So it's given him a bit of a selection headache that he didn't really want. So ideally, the one he wants is the one where he's got 3 or 4, 5 midfielders to actually choose from. Obviously we got the long term of Gabam and Andre Gomez still out, but I think this week we'll probably see, hopefully, Sidibe back in contention, and as I said, Schneiderlin, Sigurdsson, Walcott, who are these names who we're just not expecting to be part of this Everton side, but for whatever reason have to be. And they'll come in, and they'll stand up and be counted for. I'm sure Sigurdsson is going to come back in from illness now, and he's going to have a point to prove. He's definitely going to have to step up. There's players who are going to have to step up, because January is just around the corner. If Duncan is still in charge, he's going to be wanting to make changes. He's obviously going to be asking for the transfer kitty to do something. But enough about that. We'll come to that at another point. Today is all about Everton. A good draw at United. Wasn't the second half, I think we could have done a little bit better. Defensively, we were excellent. I think Pickford maybe was blindsided for the goal, but full credit to Everton there today. You can't take anything away from anybody. All excellent. Just to go on about the Moise Keane incident as well. I know he was brought on and taken off after like what 18 minutes. Ferguson, Duncan came out before and basically said it was a tactical decision. It wasn't the fact that he was injured. It was more down to the fact that he had that many strikers on. He needs to make a change, and Umani Ash got on the Old Trafford pitch, which was just bizarre. But I'm sure this will be all sorted out in the next day or two with Ferguson and the press and the whole club. Unfortunate for Moise Keane, I think, but he didn't. I think he was just off the pace. But unfortunately for the kid, he's got to be. He needs to be playing games to get up to speed with the run of the Premier League. But time will tell. I'm sure it'll be all sorted out. It won't be a problem. Anyway, 1-1. I'm happy. Up to toffees. Speak to you in a bit.